Okay. Um, Welcome back. This is I don't know what episode it is, but today I want to talk about something. So, um, I gym because I have low self-esteem. The other day I was talking to a friend and they were telling me about their mental health. You know, they told me that they had to remove everyone out of their life for them to actually um, heal themselves and like fix whatever's going on in their head, right? This wasn't about like any drama per se. It was just about like how they can survive in this world, you know? And this had me like it stopped me, you know, because this was more about like trying to create a space for themselves. The conversation has been like in my head, this whole time and this whole day actually, because it touched me. It touched me a lot. Like it forced me to ask myself like two very uncomfortable questions. How do you know when your mental health is like broken? And once you do know, like, what do you like do about it? And I have to be honest right now. I think a part of me thinks that like in this life, like you can just run on autopilot and just like hopefully like when you put your head down and you keep pushing forward, you be productive and keep doing things, that can help you getting things done, then the mental health should like fix itself. And I I like to think of it as like a cold. You have a cold and like sometimes you can just like ignore it and then it can go away and then you're like healed, you know. Um but I'm realizing that I was wrong. You can't just ignore your brain. It only just collects, and it doesn't like it doesn't just like magically like get better, over time. And lately I've been wrestling with this like scarier thought, like what if this is just how it should be? What if there's no like magical fix? What if there's no finish line where everything just gets perfect and becomes easy? What if it's less than a broken, like, what if it's less than a broken bone that heals and more like something you just have to learn to live with? And the real work isn't about like a cure per se. It's more about finding a way to cope, to build a life that is like manageable and meaningful and like having all of this, even on the bad days, still finding meaning. For me right now, my primary like coping mechanism is the gym. You know, I know I've talked about this before, but it's so much more than just lifting for me. It's my like active meditation. It's about that 1 hour, the 45 minutes, 2 hours each day that you take, and you in each day it's like in that session everything is just quiet and beautiful and all those good things, and you are able to just have a simple, like the job is simple. Just go to gym, you set each workout, and you put in the work, and in that time, like, it's so like quiet, you know. And in the gym, I'm not like thinking about something that happened like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I'm not worrying about what people think of me or how I feel like I might be falling apart. I'm just thinking about the next rep, the next set, the next minute. My body is just focused on that one thing, and my mind, and for once, like, I get to breathe, in the gym. It's that one place where I can actually stop hating myself for a moment. Simply because I'm too busy just being in the gym. And after my last video, someone left a comment that hit me. They said, "You're so young to be feeling this way." And you know what? Like, I think they're right. It is like a lot. Not per se like a lot. It's just, it's very early for me to be feeling this way, when I'm still young and, still trying to enjoy, my youth and that. But here's a perspective. I think now is the perfect time. And if I'm already aware of my patterns and my thinkings, my everything about how I'm feeling right now at this age, that's not really like a curse, for me. It's more of like a head start at like finding an opportunity to face this, or like I've been given like an opportunity to like face this like head on, and to have the time to unpack it and to understand it and to build things that can help me before life gets longer and harder, and more complicated. I can do the work now to like solve these, or try and get like more coping mechanisms, for this, and not let it get deeper. So yeah, I go to gym because I have low self-esteem. But I'm starting to see that it's more than just a distraction. It's my first and active way to step on a much longer journey. A journey of learning to live with myself. not in spite of my struggles, but with a deeper and more broader understanding of them, you know. So that's been the episode, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.